You are enjoy watching I Love My Body TV, health and beauty tips for all. Hi friends, how are you? I pray to God for you to be healthy. This is your favorite channel, the channel that gives you useful health and beauty tips. Okay, watch this video about how to control dandruff. Tips number 7. The greatest enemy of healthy hair is dandruff. This is a problem which worries many women, and experts reckon that 1 in every 3 suffer from it. If there is the slightest sign of this, deal with it without delay. Fortunately, these days there are a number of excellent preparations available in the market for curing it. Besides the anti-dandruff creams, lotions, oils and shampoos available in the market, there are many simple household remedies to fight dandruff described below. 1. Mix 2 tablespoons of cosmetic vinegar and 6 tablespoons of hot water. Dab with cotton into the scalp, parting the hair with a comb. Apply all over the scalp. Preferably it should be used at bedtime. Tie a scarf over the hair to avoid staining the pillow. Next morning wash the hair with shampoo. After the hair is thoroughly cleansed, pour over as a last rinse a mixture of 3 tablespoons of cosmetic vinegar and 1 cup of hot water. Then dry the hair thoroughly. This should be done twice a week for 3 months. 2. Hot oil therapy is another method to cure dandruff. Massage hot oil into the scalp at bedtime. Next morning, an hour before bath, rub lemon juice mixed with cosmetic vinegar, mix 1:2 ratio, into the scalp. Give the hair a good wash with egg shampoo. Egg shampoo is one of the oldest beauty recipes. Eggs are full of protein. Simply wash your hair with egg. Beat up 1 or 2 eggs with a cup of water and thoroughly massage this into your wet hair for about 5 to 10 minutes. Rinse off thoroughly and remember not to use hot water. There is another method to use egg shampoo. Simply beat 1 egg in a cup of water and mix to it 1 to 2 tablespoons shampoo. Do not worry about which shampoo has to be used. As a last rinse, use the juice of 1 lemon in a cup of hot water. Continue this complete treatment once a week for 3 months, then once a fortnight for the next 2 months. 3. Give your hair a who and dread strokes every night with a brush or comb. Remember that the root of each hair is the sebaceous gland that supplies oil to keep each hair soft and gleaming. Press the bristles of the brush again. Saint the scalp to exercise and squeeze the tiny oil reservoirs. The oil sac automatically start distributing natural scalp oil to each hair strand. Take the hair brush from the root of the hair to the very end of the hair so that the oil is carried to each individual hair tip. Avoid as far as possible wire bristles, because wire breaks the hair and gives it a ragged look. It is important that combs and brushes be kept clean. Add a few drops of ammonia to water and clean combs and brushes. Brushing molds the hair, makes it more manageable and gives it a prettier gloss. Hair should be brushed or combed gently and lightly when wet, as there is a danger of its being stretched and weakened. 4. Give your hair a hot steam bath. Massage hot oil with a hot damp towel and leave it on the head like a turban so that the steam can fight dandruff. You may use 2 towels for this purpose. 5. Here is another beauty tip for your hair. After giving your hair a good wash, boil 5 teaspoons of dried used tea leaves in lime water and use it as a last rinse after shampoo. This gives the hair a lustrous shine and provides nourishment too. Dandruff is a chronic condition. Dandruff, a condition characterized by flaking, itchy scalp, is one of the most common dermatological conditions. Dandruff is very common. It affects more than 50% of the population of the USA. It can occur at any age but is most likely in the early 20s. Everyone has some Malassezia yeast on their skin, particularly in the greasy areas such as the scalp and upper back. It feeds on the natural grease of the skin, from which it produces oleic acid. The oleic acid triggers increased turnover of skin cells, resulting in dandruff. So, getting rid of the yeast should improve the dandruff. Dandruff can be caused by nutritional deficiencies, such as a lack of vitamin B, or essential fatty acids. Hormones may also be involved, because dandruff usually starts after puberty and is more common in men than women. For unknown reasons, people with some illnesses, such as Parkinson's disease, are more likely to have dandruff. Seborrheic dermatitis is more common in people with HIV, and those with an underlying neurological illness, such as Parkinson's disease. Dandruff is most severe during the winter and mildest during the summer. Dandruff can almost always be controlled. In general, mild scaling can often be helped by daily cleansing with a gentle shampoo to reduce oiliness and cell buildup. The most effective treatment of dandruff is an anti-yeast shampoo containing ketoconazole. Anti-dandruff conditioners are also available. Selenium sulfide shampoos, Selsun, Excel, shampoos help prevent cell turnover and may also reduce the number of malassezia. Garlic and oil of oregano are also excellent for fighting dandruff. Coal tar contains a natural antifungal agent also useful in dandruff. Nizoral shampoo is also unique in that its effect is long-lasting. Diet plays an important role in the treatment of dandruff. To begin with, the patient should resort to an all-fruit diet for about 5 days and take 3 meals a day of juicy fruits. Eggs and cabbage also provide vitamin B6 in addition to supplying sulf, which is nature's beauty mineral for the scalp. The use of a teaspoon of fresh lime juice for the last rinse while washing the hair is another useful remedy. The juice of snake gourd has been found beneficial in the prevention and treatment of dandruff. Meats, sugar, white flour, strong tea or coffee, condiments, pickles, refined and processed foods should all be avoided. Dandruff is due to the excessive shedding of dead skin cells from the scalp. Dandruff can happen at any age but is most commonly found in people between the ages of 12 and 80. Dandruff is not an organism like lice, it's just dead skin that accumulates in the scalp. Dandruff is a global phenomenon and many people find that dandruff can cause social or self-esteem problems. Dandruff is an itchy, annoying and persistent skin disorder of the scalp. A dark shirt and dandruff just simply don't go together. There is nothing more embarrassing than to have someone brush white flakes off your new black sweater or denim jacket. In the past 10 years, dandruff problems in the United States have become more serious and more frequent. In a normal scalp, the process of sloughing off old cells and manufacturing of their replacements is very orderly and complete. In the dandruff scalp, there is mass disorder and often the departing cells are not dead before leaving the scalp. Dandruff can cause either an overly dry scalp, with itchy white flakes that may be waxy or greasy, or dandruff can manifest as an oily greasy scalp with scales. Dandruff mostly occurs after puberty, usually between the ages of 20 and 30, and affects males more than females. Dry skin. Simple dry skin, the kind you get in winter when the air is cold and rooms are overheated, is by far the most common cause of itchy, flaking skin. Seborrheic dermatitis. This condition, a frequent cause of dandruff, is marked by red, greasy skin covered with flaky white or yellow scales. Seborrheic dermatitis affects not only your scalp but also other areas rich in oil glands, such as your eyebrows, the sides of your nose and the backs of your ears, your breastbone, your groin area, and sometimes your armpits. Dandruff is the shedding of excessive amounts of dead skin flakes from the scalp. People who actually have a dry scalp are also dry all over their skin. Some people say their dandruff gets worse when they are stress, anxiety and tension. DANDR. UFF is a chronic condition that can almost always be controlled, but dandruff treatment may take a little patience and persistence. Zinc puritione shampoos. These contain the antibacterial and antifungal agent zinc puritione, which has been shown to reduce the fungus that causes dandruff and seborrheic dermatitis. Age dandruff usually begins at puberty, about the same time as acne. It's common throughout adolescence and young adulthood and peaks around age 40. Oily hair and scalp. Malassezia feeds on oils in your scalp. For that reason, having excessively oily skin and hair makes you more prone to dandruff. Head and Shoulders anti-dandruff shampoo containing active ingredient zinc puritione. Nizoral shampoo antifungal, anti-dandruff shampoo containing active ingredient ketoconazole. The anti-fungal properties of tea tree oil, melaleuca oil, have been reported as useful in the treatment of dandruff. Dandruff treatment tips. 1. Washing hair with rubbing alcohol gets rid of the dandruff and leaves hair feeling soft and clean. 2. Head and Shoulders anti-dandruff shampoo containing active ingredient zinc puritione. 3. Nizoral shampoo antifungal, anti-dandruff shampoo containing active ingredient ketoconazole. 4. Tea tree oil, melaleuca oil, have been reported as useful in the treatment of dandruff. 5. Selenium sulfide been reported as the most effective of the tested shampoos at treating dandruff. 6. Oral antifungals and oral antibiotics if your scalp becomes infected. 7. Topical corticosteroids to reduce inflammation, keratolytics to remove thick scaly patches. 8. Nizer. Al shampoo antifungal, anti-dandruff shampoo containing active ingredient ketoconazole. 9. Tar containing shampoos are also used for treatment of dandruff. 10. Washing hair with rubbing alcohol gets rid of the dandruff and leaves hair feeling soft and clean. Dandruff, also called scurf and historically termed pityriasis capitis, is due to the excessive shedding of dead skin cells from the scalp. As it is normal for skin cells to die and flake off, a small amount of flaking is normal and in fact quite common. Dandruff can happen at any age but is most commonly found in people between the ages of 12 and 80. A form of dandruff known as cradle cap occurs in newborns and infants. It appears to be caused by a yeast-like fungus called Malassezia, also known as Pityrosporum. Malassezia is normally found on the scalp without causing problems. However, if it grows unchecked, possibly due to hormone imbalances, stress, immune suppression, infrequent shampooing, illness, or increased oil production, there is mild inflammation that produces dead skin cells. The good news is that dandruff can usually be controlled. Mild cases of dandruff may need nothing more than daily shampooing with a gentle cleanser. Causes of dandruff. Main causes of dandruff are impairment of general health, development of a toxic condition mainly due to taking of wrong foods, constipation, and a low vitality due to infectious diseases. Hormones may also be involved because dandruff usually starts after puberty and is more common in men than women. For unknown reasons, people with some illnesses, such as Parkinson's disease, are more likely to have dandruff. What are the symptoms? Common symptoms of dandruff include white, oily-looking flakes of dead skin in your hair and on your shoulders and an itchy, scaling scalp. Your scalp can be either excessively dry or oily. Dandruff home remedies. Tips 1. Make a mixture of 2 teaspoons of vinegar and 6 teaspoons of water and apply it on the scalp before you go to bed. Keep it for the whole night with a towel around the head. Rinse your head with vinegar water again in the morning. Point 2. Mix some olive oil and almond oil and massage into your scalp. Leave for 5 minutes, then rinse. Point 3. Nizoral shampoo. Antifungal, anti-dandruff shampoo containing active ingredient ketoconazole. Point 4. Tea tree oil, melaleuca oil, have been reported as useful in the treatment of dandruff. Point 5. Ginger. Combine olive oil and ginger root and apply to your scalp before shampooing. If your dandruff is really bad, put the mixture on 10-15 minutes before shampooing. When to see your doctor. You should certainly see your family doctor if your scalp is red and itchy, or if the skin is flaky around the eyebrows, round the nose, or behind the ears, because this suggests you have the more severe form called seborrheic dermatitis, seborrheic eczema. You should also see your doctor if the dandruff is very lumpy or patchy, or if you have scaly skin elsewhere, because it could be a skin disorder, such as psoriasis. Okay friends, like this video, share your friends, tell your comments the comment box. Click on the subscribe button below to see new videos. Also press the bell button. Read description for more information. Thanks for watching.